My house was robbed while I was at work. The thieves returned everything the next day with a note that changed my life. My house was robbed while I was at work. The thieves returned everything the next day with a note apologizing. They'd found my late husband's journal about his battle with cancer and couldn't go through with it. I came home Tuesday to find my front door slightly ajar. Implied drawers were emptied, closets ransacked, and my jewelry box missing. The Dymo laptop and even my grandmother's silver serving set all gone. The police officer who responded seemed almost bored as she took notes, warning me not to expect much. These cases rarely get solved. That night I slept at my sister's place, too shaken to be alone in my violated home. I've lived there for 8 years, 4 with Michael before cancer took him last spring, and 1 very empty year since. I returned the next morning to catalog everything for insurance. When I pulled into the driveway, I froze. There was a U-Haul truck parked outside with 3 people unloading my stuff. 2 men and a woman were carefully carrying my Nong back inside. I called the police immediately, then watched from my car as they continued bringing everything back, the jewelry box, laptop, even Michael's old record collection they'd taken. The police arrived just as the trio was unloading the last box. When the officers approached, none of them ran. Instead, the woman handed me an envelope before they were handcuffed. Inside was a handwritten letter and $240 in cash. "We're sorry for breaking into your home. We found your husband's journal while looking for valuables and read some of it. He wrote about how scared he was to leave you alone, how he hoped you'd find happiness again someday, and how much he wished he could have given you the life you deserved. My brother died of cancer last year too. I couldn't take from someone who's been through that kind of pain. The cash is to fix your door. We're turning ourselves in." The police were as confused as I was. One officer said in 20 years he'd never seen stolen property returned, let alone with an apology note and compensation for damages. I didn't press charges. Instead, I asked to meet them properly. Lisa, Mark, and Devin shared their story over coffee under the suspicious eyes of the detective who'd agreed to the meeting. They'd lost their apartment after Lisa's brother's medical bills bankrupted them. Mark had lost his job caring for his brother during treatments. They'd never stolen before, but desperation had driven them to it. Yesterday, they started their new jobs, all 3 of them, at the nonprofit I helped launch 6 months ago in Michael's memory. We provide employment assistance to families affected by cancer. Lisa organized our first fundraiser last weekend. It raised enough to help 7 families with rent and utilities. Michael's journal sits on my bedside table. The last entry still reads, "The world breaks everyone, but afterwards some are stronger at the broken places." I finally understand what he meant. Sometimes the things that are stolen from us aren't things at all.